Good evening, everybody. This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. Want to start this video off by giving a big thank you to everybody on the last video on the first donation, the Daniel's Saltai list. You guys really enjoyed that list. That video got a lot of views, which is really insane for my channel. So really appreciate all the supports. And in this one, just going to be furthering our exploration of the BGX archetype in Pioneer. This is just the same list I played in the last black-green video, so no changes. I feel really comfortable with this list. I believe we went 4-1 in the last league, so really nice. The only change that I may want to be making is just adding the 4th Liliana into the main deck, but we'll see how that goes. You know, the meta perhaps has shifted just a bit since I've played last, so we will see how this league goes. Still on the Field of Ruin plan. I think Field of Ruin is not necessarily vital, I would say, but definitely helps out Fatal Push a lot, and there are just so many decks in the format that play very few basics, if any, and the basics that they are playing, kind of like us, are only like 1 or 2 of their colors if they're multicolored decks, so that really helps a lot with mana screwing the opponent or just simply stone raining them if they're like, you know, the 4-color Omnath deck that's been going around as of late. But yeah, feeling really comfortable with this list. I guess another thing I'm slightly unsure about is the Bank Buster. Not sure if that's completely necessary or kind of fits the theme, but we shall see. I'm very comfortable with the sideboard. Really like how it's been feeling lately, and just like having access to pretty much just like the 3 triples. the Ritual of Such Duresses and Terra Sunders are just really prominent in the format right now, are powerful in the format right now against the prominent decks. So we'll see how this league goes. Let's hopefully we get a good one. And again, yeah, thank you for all the support on the channel on last week's video. Really appreciate that. If you're interested in supporting the channel, of course, consider subscribing. And then Patreon is the second best way of doing kind of a more direct support for me and my content. With that being said, though, let's get on with the matches. Okay, here we are for match number 1. Looks like we're going to be on the draw against a Gigantha deck, which can mean a variety of things. Yeah, we could keep this one. Again, very excited to get back into just the BGX grind, or the BG grind, that is, with this video. Okay, Rafine's Tower likely means that this is going to be a the Omnath, the Bring to Light Omnath deck that I mentioned in the deck. So, yep. And I think we could just take a pretty easy Omnath here. Binding is good against her Bank Buster and Shield Druid, but I think Omnath is just the most scary thing at the moment. And luckily they're pretty slow decks, so we don't have to worry too much about the slowness of our start here. Although drawing Glisses definitely helps out a bit, for sure. But I don't think I've lost a match against this deck, so I have high expectations, but of course we'll see. We have the Field of Ruins are great. Okay, they're pretty aggressive binding here. Believe they should have played their Overgrown Tomb first, though. Not too big of a deal. And yeah, just go for Glissa. They could Deafening Clarion on this, but just sets up our shielded really nicely. Hopefully they don't have a second binding or change the rocks. And a Temple Garden. Okay, so keeping the headquarters in hand at the moment. And so we could go Scoos plus Scrap Gorger, but like I said, I think this is probably just the best spot to go with Shield Druid. I actually probably should have played the Pathway on green there. Still getting into it just a bit. But they have all their mana. They have quite good top decks. Okay, just a Gigantha's hand though. Still keeping the headquarters in hand as well. So not too scary there. And yeah, drawing Overgrown Tomb definitely makes me just want to go 2 creatures here. I don't think they play multiple Deafening Clarions. I think that's just a tutor target, so I think we could just run these out. And then this makes our castle a bit better. At the very least, we can attack with Hive next turn if they somehow Wrath. But they need a combination of cards here, I would imagine. Oh, okay, they just play out the Gigantha and Glacial Fortress. Okay, so Not too scary. We do just draw land though. So here, I think I'll probably start by activating Castle. Trying to find, I guess, some way of removing this Gigantha. Nope, just the lands. Okay, flooding out a teeny bit. I guess we do have to just pass the turn here. Don't really want to be trading my Shielder with the Gigantha. Tapping mana really quickly. There goes the headquarters. Overcarried, okay. Looks like they may be out of gas. Yeah, okay. So flooding a bit from both players here. But we're still advantaged a bit with our, I guess, board state, you could say. And then this time I will remember to activate my Scrap Gorger on end step. I guess I could have done that to pay for Scoo's mana, but that's alright. Oh, okay, and yeah. I forgot how good Invoke Despair is in certain matchups like this one. So this is going to be quite the blowout. Yeah, I think we just go for that here. They'll sacrifice their Caryatid. We get back our Bank Buster. Then we can attack with Scoo's, as we could threaten it being a 5/5. Scoo's and possibly Shielded as well. Do we want to attack first? I don't think we do. If we attack first, we can't attack with Scoo's, and then they just block Shielded with Gigantha. That way, however, we do clear their board, but I don't think the Gigantha is really doing that much for them. So I don't mind just like playing Invoke this turn and then setting up lethal next turn. So let's try that out. We also draw a card off this, so may be relevant somehow. Okay, just another land. Yeah. Looks like the opponent is experiencing some variance, unfortunately. Yeah, go to attacks. I think I'll just attack with the Scoo's. No more creatures, so just pass damage. And then I'll keep up the Bank Buster activation if we need it. Did we miss on lethal? No. We could have put them at 1, but I like keeping Shielded in play here. Or could have put them... Yeah, could have put them at 1, most likely. Okay, they just concede. Yeah, sorry. Looks like the opponent did experience some variance, unfortunately. Post sideboard, we do get a lot of nice options. Duress being prominently one of them. Liliana of Veil as well. Collective Brutality can be brought in as just a, I guess, bad Duress. Terra Sunder? I guess Terra Sunder could be worth it as well, with their most prominent forms of interaction being Change the Rocks and Leyland Binding. Suppose we could start by just cutting these Fatal Pushes. I think they have Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I don't think Fatal Push is going to be that relevant in the this matchup. Same thing with maybe Abrupt Decay. Tracker can be a little unimpressive, but I think in the grindy matchup I don't mind it. How about we cut 1 Decay? Again, like Invoke's really good, Shield really good, Chariot decent. I think the Bank Buster is still fine, as we saw there. Then we could probably make some cuts. Probably just don't need the Brutality then. I still like to go for the Throat. against like the Jagantha, and then I think they have like Hostage Taker, perhaps post sideboard, and a few other like Scarab God, few other big creatures that we want to be able to handle. Maybe cut like one Tire Sunder, and let's say, I guess one Chariot is probably not too necessary. With the Clarion, doesn't seem the best, but we'll see. See how this goes. Definitely would like seeing Field of Ruin for sure, and then having like the 7 discard spells plus 4 Liliana does help out like a lot in this matchup. I think just drawing Invoke Despair last one just really kind of put the nail on the coffin for the opponent, unfortunately. Plus like their mana screw. Okay, so on the draw, I think I keep this. Like, having turn 1 Duress is really vital. And then the Field of Ruin is nice as well. We do need the 3rd lands to have a functional hand thereafter, but we are on the draw, so I don't mind keeping this and being a teeny bit greedy. Okay, Triome. Okay, Scrap Gorger is not bad if we don't draw a land. Start by Duress. Kiora is an interesting one, okay. And then just a Wandering Mind. Huh. This ramps them, I guess. Okay, I think I'll just take the Binding. I don't think I'm too worried about the Kiora. Yeah, I think that's fine. Wandering Mind is an interesting one as well. I got these new, what is this? The Time Spiral, Dominaria remastered Duresses with the old border. It looks so sweet. Just flexing that a little bit there. Okay, so just gonna, very fortunate to draw 3rd land there. Just gonna run out the Scrap Gorger. This turn, I would imagine they go with a Wandering Mind. Skull. Put Jagantha into hand. Green, so Kiara. Yes, okay, sure. And doesn't untap with it, okay. So we can just go Liliana here. We would plus away most likely the Scavenging Ooze. Can we go field? We can't go field plus 3 drop. If we field their Triome, we possibly take them off of blue, but I think these Omnath decks usually play 4 Fabled Passages and 1 of each basic, so I don't think that's too necessary right now. I think I would more be inclined to just play Liliana and start plussing here. And like I said, I'll just go put away the Scavenging Ooze. Keeping double 3 drop is a little awkward, I will say. But Scavenging Ooze is just like not doing anything right here, so possibly this could just be one of the cuts post sideboard, but we saw it was good game 1, so don't mind it. Glissa is another really powerful one in this matchup for sure. Excuse me. Okay, this discard the Proving Ground. We'll just pass. So they have access to 5 mana possibly this turn, so they can go for a Bring to Light. Okay, just the Wandering Mind. Bankbuster. Cool. And then looks like they'll probably play that this turn. Yep. 2 cards in hand. Cool, cool, cool. Take their land. And then I mean, I guess we just plus Liliana and play tracker. Seems good enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna -2 here. Overgrown tomb. Okay. Then yeah, pass turn. Now we have clue token activation held up, which is nice. Liliana is coming closer to ultimate, but they could pretty easily pop off here if they have 4 power creature. But we'll see. Okay, just start by drawing. Sure. Definitely love to see Tracker and Liliana though, going hand in hand. This Field of Runes is looking really good though. Taking the Zagoth Triumph. Again, I think they do play one of each basic, but still looks to be pretty nice. Dreadbore the Tracker. Okay. Sure. So, yeah, I guess now with the Wandering Mind, they are able to keep Liliana off of ultimate. But that should be alright. Interesting that they killed Tracker instead of Liliana. I feel like Liliana's the more pressing matter. But I guess because they are able to just attack it, they don't mind too much. But I mean, we get to disrupt their hand like quite a bit. Ooh, Terror Thunder was nice as well. Ooh, and Duress. Okay, so let us start by Duressing. Yeah, start by Duressing and just discard the whatever other card that they have. Or actually, we could just like Edict here. Yeah, I think I don't mind just Edicting because we don't really care about that Garden in hand. If they want to cycle that on their turn, then that's pretty good for us. And then I think I will Terror Sunder. Huh. It's actually a little difficult to say. Also not plussing because these 2 cards are really good in hand. Yeah, I don't think I want to give them another draw step, but it sucks not being able to. Well, does it matter that much? Like, what are they gonna draw off of this? That could like get them back into the game that turn. I guess just a removal spell for Glissa. But at that point, we still have like the Terror Sunder to get rid of a binding or chained to the rocks. Okay, I guess I don't mind it too much. Just playing out the Glissa. Like I definitely, the attraction of like being able to disrupt their mana or their card draw while we are disrupting their hand so much is really nice. I still think it's probably correct to just play out Glissa and then represent like more of an advantage. And we get to even attack with Scrapwatcher here, which is nice. We could have done a pretty cool thing there of fielding them, having 1 mana open, and the Scrapgorger going to attack step, attack at the Kiora, float a mana, tap the 1 mana we have, play a Terror Sunder in the attack phase, which could have been pretty interesting, getting rid of Bankbuster and then putting the Kiora down in 3 loyalty. But yeah, I think Duressing first there was definitely like the play that put us in the best position, I would imagine. Okay, they play the Garden, untap it. Uh-oh, did they draw Bring to Light? So that was their white source. I guess now we feel bad about not fielding. But yeah, I mean, they have 5 mana floating here of all colors. Yep, okay. So I've seen that their best get is just Valky. If that's the case, we're like pretty fine. Oh, they do have Niv Mizzet. Okay. So I've been seeing decks without Niv Mizzet, but with Niv Mizzet is actually quite good for them. So I guess, yeah, this is just like the Niv Mizzet version. Sure. Okay. Ugh, Clothis. So they put Scarab God, Kiora, Clothis in hand. Got it. They have an Elish Norn as well. I guess not like the most fantastic hits, but still really good, right? Another Terror Thunder. Okay. So Terror Thunder gets rid of Clothis, also gets rid of Scarab God. I think I just want to start by attacking with Glissa. If they choose to crew with Bankbuster, then I'll just Terror Thunder that. How's that plan? Probably won't be able to use Liliana, unfortunately. You know, they may not actually play any or many basics if they're on the Niv Mizzet plan, which is good to know. But yeah, let's just start by going with that. Let's attack them. Oh, they just take it? Okay. I think I'll just kill the Kiora here. And then I think I could just pass. I mean, it may just be correct to Terror Thunder the Bankbuster. They'll attack our Liliana down. Do we care about that? Probably don't care about it too much. But it's probably more correct to just like keep the Terror Thunder up to kill Niv Mizzet. And yeah, just not gonna use Liliana there. Sorry, I'm just so sniffly here. I guess though, like, killing Kiora doesn't do too much because I just have the second one, so maybe we're just supposed to draw a card there. Yeah, so I think I am supposed to kill this. Definitely, like, not in the best position here for sure. With the top deck bringing to light, hate to see it. But we don't have a bad board state when we have a good card in hand. And oh, they're drawing a card? What? What? Okay. I mean, that's fine. I would have thought they would go like Kiora into Clothis there. Kolagon's command. Okay. I see. So discard and kill Liliana. Yep, it's pretty good. It's for sure pretty good. I guess we could exile something. I don't think it matters too much. I'll just take the Bring to Light. Scavenging is. So let's attack. Hive. Okay, so I think this turn I'll just get their blue source out of the picture. Yeah. or attempt to get their blue source out of the picture, and then play out my scavenging use. So we'll see what basics they play from this. We may potentially feel bad for not activating field earlier, but let's see. Okay, so they do play island. Okay, so I think that probably means that they play one of each basic, and they're still on the Fabled Passage plan, but still like not entirely sure. Let's hope for nothing too bad here, though. They're starting by drawing, though. Which has to be good for us. Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Okay. So that probably puts us out of the picture and another bank poster. Interesting. Liliana. Don't think this is going to do it with Clothis and Scarecrow in hand. I don't think we have much game against them, unfortunately. I'll just concede there. Very unlikely to win that. Okay, well, we saw how good Terra Thunder was, so I think I'll bring that back in. So we saw Scarab God, Clothis. Yeah, definitely, yeah, third Terra Thunder for Clothis is nice. Could just put back Scavenging Ooze or like a Chariot. I think it's probably fine though, like that. Definitely a matchup where I feel bad for only having one trophy. Trophy's just so good against their Niv Mizzets, their, I guess like secondarily their Niv Mizzets, but primarily their mana base, right? Okay, we're on the play though. So I guess the opponent got a little unlucky first game, and then they got quite lucky the second game with the top deck. Bring to Light from Niv. So yeah, this is a good hand. Always like the Duress into Liliana combo. Wow, okay. Carried it and Wandering Mind. Interesting. So would have loved the Thoughtseize there instead. I still think Duress is still, correct to bring in, but do look a little embarrassed there. But that's okay. Don't think I'm gonna trophy here. Just go for Scrap Gorger. Also just guarantees third land or third mana source if we don't immediately have it. Which we do not. And I think, yeah, I think in that case we just have to Edict here. It sucks because they get to Wandering Mind next turn. And threaten to kill Liliana, plus, getting value, but I think disrupting their mana is the best course, or disrupting mana is the best course of action we could do right now. Yeah, looks like they will go for Wandering Mind. Bankbuster, okay. Okay, there's land. Start by plussing away the Scrap Gorger. You can probably see a land going away from them. Garden, okay. Then let's Thoughtseize. Bring to Light and Bankbuster. I think it's just that Bring to Light. Let's play our land. Yeah, then I guess we hold up Trophy. I don't know if we want to be trophying the Wandering Mind. But like, it's such a bad usage for Trophy, where Trophy is a really nice tool in this matchup, but it may just be necessary. because then we would have to like let Liliana die and then use Liliana Edict next turn to get rid of it. So I think I'm gonna do it. It feels a little awkward, but I think it's correct. I think I definitely just want to keep plussing. Ramps them though, which sucks as well. They got the basic island again, so we saw basic island, basic forest so far. Okay, yeah, I'll just plus. I think I just put away the land. We feel pretty bad if we draw an Evoke Despair, but I think this turn keeping Liliana in hand is probably correct. Backup Liliana, that is. But we're definitely like kind of on thin ice here. Especially with Bankbuster. Would have loved to have had that in their opening hand for the duress. But that's okay. Oh no, another Bring to Light, seriously? Or Niv? That sucks. That feels really bad. Yep, for the Niv Izzet. Scarab God. Yikes, that was a pretty good hit. And kill Liliana. Jeez, yeah, okay. No, I think we're just out of it, unfortunately. Yep, I don't think we can come back from that. Bad matchup for sure. I think like the version that doesn't play Niv Mizzet is a good matchup for us, but the Niv Mizzet one is a bad matchup for us. We got their game 1, drew pretty well, but like game 2, if they didn't top deck the Brings to Light that one turn, if they had it like the next turn, then I still think we win. But again, I think we just win if they don't top deck it that one turn. So it's really unfortunate. We just had them locked down, and then of course they just top deck it. So kind of sucks. And they of course drew the second one this game, and yeah, kind of sucks. But what can you do against the big mana decks? So see you guys for the next one. All right, here we are for match number 2. We are on the play with and I think we have to mulligan, unfortunately. Okay, it's a bit better. Interesting what we put back. Opponent also mulligans to 6. I think it's just the Scrap Gorger. Sucks not having like a creature, but like we have a pretty decent hand otherwise, so I don't mind just putting back the Scrap Gorger, and it's not like we need the mana or anything. Okay, mulligan to 6. Let's see what we're up against. Okay, so mono black. I guess we just take the power word kill and then have 2 removal spells for the 2 creatures. The Castle Lock Loans are going to be a big problem. We do have 1 Field of Ruin though. Ooh, okay, Invoke Despair was a nice draw though. With the Urborg in play, we can play the green pathway. Oh, okay, Hive was a good draw for them. I'll just push this. Glissa. Yeah, it's a good one. Hopefully we get her to survive. Like, worst case scenario, they have a Liliana. Swift End. Okay, that's not too bad. Unfortunate still, but not too bad. I definitely don't like not drawing lands here, though, for sure. I guess we just have to Thoughtseize. I don't think I want to Field of Ruin just yet. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, 2 lands. Okay, well, I guess not terrible, but still, like, pretty awkward. Okay. And an Aetherborn. I think I'm just going to be mana efficient and guess I care more about the Aetherborn trophy here, although it's pretty awkward and just further puts us off mana. Or, yeah. Okay, land was nice, but we still need to draw the 5th land and somehow just get out of this. Ooh, Trespasser's really good. Yikes. Dang, okay, well, that's pretty embarrassing. Yeah, tough tough variance in this one. I think I'm just gonna concede here. They get to draw with castle, their Trespasser flips, and then even if we draw a land for next turn, they are still ahead. They just sacrifice the Murderous Rider. Okay, so mono black, mid-range, just to cut Thoughtseize, bring in Liliana for sure. Not much else, honestly. They could have Phyrexian Arena, so maybe we want like 1 copy of Terra Sunder. Like, we have to have such a good matchup against them with like our Invokes, Chariots, Lilianas, Glissas, Tracker. I guess I'll bring in 2 Terra Sunders and then just have a one-off Thoughtseize. Excuse me. Okay, let's hope for a better one. Okay, I could definitely keep this one. For sure. I think Chariot is just like really good in this matchup. See if they kept in Thoughtseizes. Duress? What? So did they side in Duress, or do they just have that main deck? Well, I guess it's pretty good here getting Chariot, right? Thoughtseize. Interesting, they kept in their discard spells. Guess we'll see how that goes for them. Definitely seems good for them right now. Yeah, and seemingly brought in more, right? Liliana, yeah, that's pretty good. So just not going to play out the shield here, as they could just easily edict it away. Sign in blood. Ooh, okay. It's really good for them. Our own Liliana, interesting. Guess we're playing that. Definitely don't feel good in this match though, or this game. I guess the match as well, as we lost the first one. Yep, that's really good as well. Discard and invoke despair. Oh god. Jeez. Fatal push. Okay. I think I mean I'll play it out for maybe one more turn. But with Phyrexian Arena plus Liliana, like even with our own Liliana, it's gonna be so hard to keep up. Unless we draw like a Abrupt Decay or Terror Sunder next turn. Bank Buster is interesting, but we're just facing Liliana Ultimate, so I think we have to concede. Or I guess we can draw. See where we draw. I've had a lot of success against this deck in the past. Not really sure what went wrong this game or this match. Yeah. I guess just like they had pretty much the answer for each of our cards, unfortunately, and then just like had the Phyrexian Arena to close out this game in particular, and then the top deck Trespasser in last game kind of put us to shame. And yeah, I guess their discard spells were quite good. So we can see you guys for match 3. Okay, here we are for match number 3. We are on the play. Hopefully we get some better matchups, better variants here. Gonna have to look on this one though. I changed the mic placement, so hopefully it's alright. Gonna have to keep this one on 6. Chariot is really good. I think we could just put away a Fatal Push, I feel like, and be a bit greedy and keep the Chariot, I feel like. Yeah, a little unfortunate that our first 2 matches went that way. I think the mono black matchup is usually good for us. We just never drew Invoke Despairs. Liliana draw was too late. They had the discard post board for Chariots, which I wasn't really expecting, and I think is pretty atypical for a mid-range matchup. And then yeah, the first match I think is for sure winnable, but I think the game 2 top deck of Bring to Light was like the most unfortunate thing for us. Like if they had that, like I said, I think I said in that match, like if they had that just one turn later, then we would have been able to, you know, probably beat them. As I would imagine they just like cast Niv Mizzet, be tapped out, we have like Liliana Edict for Niv, and then we just swing for lethal. So definitely unfortunate here that our opponent is taking so long. Okay, they finally do something, so we put back push. And then let's see what's going on. Definitely putting back Chariot could be the right call though. Okay, come on opponent. Okay, so what is this? Magma Opus. I guess this is the O2 bracket, that's what this is. Not to throw shade at the opponent or anything. I guess I just take this Drown in the Lock, as it's the only interaction against our Liliana at the moment. They have a pretty slow hand though. So with Magma Opus, I would imagine they have Torrential Gearhulk. Okay, they drew a Watery Grave. And yeah, I'll just run out Liliana here. And I'll plus it with the Fatal Push in case they are running Narset, where I would want the Decay. Definitely looks a little awkward with them having Shark Typhoon, but I think that's on average just a bit better. Okay, so they have these 5 cards in hand. Little surprised they didn't play Fabled Passage turn 1. So they have 3 mana. Not a good draw there. That's plus. No, I think it's gonna have to be the Chariot, or I guess I'll just play with the Decay at this point. Yeah, it's like slightly good against the Shark Typhoon, but I think we just want to be playing a bit more for the upside here, keeping Chariot. Play out Bankbuster. Looks like they won't really be able to do much here. Interesting, okay, so they use Treasure Token to make a 1/1. Definitely fine by me. Slows them down. And a Field of Ruin. Okay, still have Memory Delusion hand. There's our own Field of Ruin. I think I'm just gonna have to slam this Chariot here. Sucks if they have a counterspell. We are playing around Drown in the Lock though. Sweet, okay. So that would get plus. And I don't think I want to expose my Bankbuster to a potential removal spell here. By attacking, that is. But they get Memory Deluge, so they have likely a hand of pretty decent cards. There's a Hall. And field our field, or we're tapped out, sure. I suppose that's alright. They're still quite far away, or they're still quite far away from activating Hall, so I think I'm alright with that play. Ooh, okay, and a Shielder's Edict getting away or Liliana. Okay. Fair enough. So it's pretty good for them. Scrap Gorger. Okay. Let's attack. I think I'll just hold the Scrap Gorger. It's kind of like no real point in playing it out, and just plays like really plays into an extinction event, right? So don't mind just holding it here. It's not like it makes much of a difference if we play it out either. No attacks, okay. Another chariot, okay, cool. Okay. And yeah, I'll just pass turn. Okay, Clearing Stuff's Liliana, sure. Field of Ruin, okay. So now they could activate their Hall. I think we just still attack though. Just play out second chariot. Okay, so they should be doing this like in response to us activating it. Now they can't block the Hall. Oh, okay, sure, okay. My bad, I didn't see that play. Just draw a card. Castle. And then guess it makes sense to play out Chariot. Chariot number 2 and pass turn. Okay. Trophy. Okay, I like that. So yeah, I think I'll accrue like this. So we have, it's like the same amount of power attacking if we were to accrue with 2 cat tokens, but this way it's more creatures, which plays better against removal spells. Not that it's like too relevant. Torrential Gearhulk. Oh. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. Now I feel goofy for not playing out the Scrap Gorger. Okay, sure. So they're gonna tap 2 cats and kill our chariot. So now I will not attack. Play out Glissa, Scrap Gorger, and then hold up Trophy. And hopefully next turn we could still have lethal. Probably just should have played out the Scrap Gorger though. That's on me. Ooh, and the Fatal Push, okay. Another Torrential Gearhulk. I don't know why they're doing this now. Fatal Push. They don't have Revolt, do they? No. Okay. Sure. Guess I'll just hold up Trophy for now. Sage is actually pretty good. So I think I just like kill both Gearhulks. And swing in. Which, yeah, it is lethal. They could have a removal spell though. Okay, they can see it. Cool. So yeah, basically your draw there was the game winner. Let's bring in Duress. Leona is probably not too good against them. I think I want Hearses as well. Could probably cut like 3 Fatal Push. It's still okay against Shark Typhoon tokens, but definitely want all the decays out. And yeah, I think that's probably decent. Decent enough. Invoke's still good, Chariot great, Shieldred's still fine. Like I said, Liliana probably doesn't warrant like the 4th one in, but still like decent in the matchup. Okay, 2-lander on the draw. I think we probably have to put this back. Unfortunately, it's just too high risk to keep it. Still a 2-lander, but I think we have to keep this one. Just put back Shieldred. Definitely haven't had like the most ideal hands this game, or this league rather. Okay, let's just take Deluge, and then take the second Deluge with Duress. And then we have Hearse. Another Magma Opus, okay. I guess Go for the Throat may not be the best against Torrential Gearhulk. Just kind of realized that. So they have 6 mana, so they can't flashback Deluge, so I'll just get the Magma Opuses out of the way now. Maybe that was a little loose though, they could have had a Gearhulk. Either way, I'll just play out my Scavenging Ooze and pass the turn. And then I need to fetch to have 7 mana, so I could just wait on getting these Deluges out of the picture. But I put an upkeep stop just for that. Okay, so it looks like they may have a Gearhulk here, which is fine. Oh no, they're gonna flash one back. Oh, whoopsies, I guess I should have, well, it doesn't matter. I don't think I could have played around this, because even if I had exiled one with the Scoots, they just get the other one back. So I suppose I should have exiled them in the upkeep. Yeah, okay, my bad. Didn't really, I guess, do the math there. My bad. Yeah, definitely not ideal. Okay. Fortunately, we have trophy for that. Yeah, man, sorry, kind of playing quickly here. I should have played Shielded first and then attacked with Hearse. I kind of out of it here. My bad, you guys. Kalidas, okay. Alright, I'll sacrifice Scoos. They get a token. Sure. So I'll start by attacking. Okay, take it. Then I can just pass. Oh wow, okay. So that should be lethal. Yeah, okay. So blue-black control, I guess. Pretty simple matchup. I think the variant that has Narset and Dazen doing is a bit more difficult, but definitely like our matchup here, and I'll see you guys for match number 4. Okay, here we are for match number 4 on the play. Hopefully we could get back into this league. This is a good hand. Yeah, mulligans here and there, but definitely an okay league so far. Okay, and we're against creativity. I guess we could just take this fiery impulse to pave the way for this Glissa to connect, hopefully. Steam Vents tapped, okay. Play out the Bank Booster. Pathway. And they don't play like Lightning Axe, so we'll just attack in for 4 here. All their removal spells are usually 3 damage dealing, so just do this pretty easily. Definitely being on the play here is quite good for us. Okay, they found an impulse though. And just pass. Okay, so I could maybe expect a counterspell here. Land was nice. Honestly, I don't really mind too much if they just counter like one of these 4 drops. Just gets resolved the other one. So I guess I'd rather have the Shieldred. So let's start with the Chariot. Could have attacked first, but I think I like having the possibility of attacking with Bankbuster as well. Oh, it resolves though. So what do they have now? Another impulse. More removal. I don't really know, honestly. But either way, I'm just going to attack in. Okay, well they're F6, so I guess they don't really have anything. So land, okay. Oh, a Valak Awakening. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Just 4 cards. So they had 5 cards to start. So they kept 2 of those. Is that correct? Maybe expect to keep like 1 big square in hand. Grab Gorger. Okay, I think I'm just gonna run out Shield Druid. Yeah, if they have Counterspell, then it's like still like a good exchange for us, as they can't play out their big score. Yeah, if they big score now, then they need to have a either Counterspell or removal spell. Okay, sure. Fair enough. Decent exchange for them. Now we just attack in. Okay, and they just concede. So that was 7 damage. Put them down to 2. We draw a card, and yeah, pretty difficult for them to come out of that one. Well, post sideboard though, we do get a lot of nice additions. Duress, Liliana, Necromenches primarily are quite good, and then Terra Sunder is actually quite premium, surprisingly. Gets rid of treasury tokens in response to creativity, but also just acts as a clean way of removing a World Spineworm. I usually like taking away the trophy and Go for the Throat and decays to start. Oh, excuse me. The Invoke Despairs are a little awkward as well. Same thing with the push. I usually like having some number of push, just because it's good against the Fable tokens, of course. Then, another card that's not too interesting is Scoos. It just dies to all of their removal. So maybe we could bring in Brutality, have like 1 Invoke, and then maybe a trophy. Seems pretty decent. Tracker could be probably not too ideal either. So how about maybe leaving a decay as like an uncounterable way of getting rid of a treasure token? Seems pretty decent. Okay, slow hand, but I think I'll keep it on the draw. Like 2 discard spells is really nice. Terra Sunder is really good as well. But again, pretty slow and relies on drawing more lands, of course. But we could start taking apart their hand. Start with the Duress. I think definitely just taking this Fable, and then likely going to be taking the Dig Through Time next turn. Liliana was a nice draw, but again, just want to see lands. Yeah, that's not good. Not a good draw whatsoever. So I think I just have to take Dig Through Time. Taking the Impulse would have been nice, but if they are able to cast the Dig Through Time like at any point in this game, I think we're like not going to be able to win it. Just taking into account the start. Yikes. Okay, well I guess that's can be cast technically. I don't think I'm even gonna escalate it. Just kind of like no real point. There's a big score, okay. Okay, well for sure just taking creativity. Leave them with 2 removal spells that don't do anything at the moment. And 3rd land for... Oh, they drew a Fable though? Eef. 3rd land for Liliana would be quite nice for sure. Okay, finally. So I think this turn we just have to Liliana Edict. They probably will discard both of those removal spells and then kill Liliana with Mutavault, but just kind of like the play we have to make here. Oh, okay, their F6 didn't activate Mutavault in response though. Okay, they do draw 2 cards. Still like pretty far away from being able to win this game, but if we keep on drawing lands, then we may be able to, and they keep whiffing, then we may be able to do something here. Top land, a little sad, but that's alright. Still have Terra Sunder. Yeah, looks like they're just gonna attack. And I think it was Terra Sunder the Fable. I don't think they have a creativity. If they top deck one, then, you know, so be it. I'm not going to be playing around that. I don't think we can play around that. Okay, swap here, sure. Okay, so we can invoke Despair now. Or just simply play Shieldred. Can't play around counter spells either way. So I guess I'd rather have a Shieldred on the board. Yeah, I guess so. Yep, that's pretty unfortunate. I guess that plays around the counterspell slightly better because we do have the second one. But it looks like they don't have too much here, fortunately for us. Yeah. Just go for the Shieldred again. Okay. Okay, and they conceded. Wow. So I guess they kind of floated out there. Didn't really draw too many relevant spells. Surprisingly, the collective brutality taking the creativity was quite key there. It wasn't really surprising, or wasn't really expecting that to be such an impactful take. As we were like still stuck on 2 lands, we top decked like brutality. It was like, oh, well, would have expected lands, but that's fine, and ended up being quite relevant. So definitely like taking the creativity matchup down. Typically, it's a tough matchup, or not tough, but definitely like an even matchup. But I love playing against it as it's a very fun deck, and yeah, not too bad. See you guys for the next one. Alright, here we are for match number 5, playing for the 3 and 2. We are on the play with a hand. Looks like we have to mulligan, unfortunately. Alright, this one we could keep. I think I'll put back the Chariot. Opponent keeps 7. I think on average Shieldred is a bit better than the Chariot. Just Shock in the Tomb. Oh, jeez. Ooh, what is this? Ashnod Flesh Mechanist. Sacrifices creatures. Okay. Loran. Okay, interesting. I guess I'll take the Loran because we could just push Ashnod. But for sure, an interesting deck from the opponent. Very cool. I guess, yeah, with Mox Amber too, just like a black-white Legends deck. Pretty sweet. There's the Ashnod. Huh. Really cool. Because I don't care about this just yet, so I don't have to push it just yet. It's really sweet though. I'm not really sure like what their deck is trying to do though. Maybe they have some sort of a combo. Thalia. Okay. So what does this do? Exile a creature from graveyard. Create a 3/3 for 5 mana. Sack. don't think they're gonna be sacking their Thalia. Yeah. So do I want to Fatal Push this? I mean, I guess so. I guess it's like scary enough, especially with the Mox Amber. And I don't think Thalia is like too much of a problem at the moment. Just drawing lands, unfortunately. But not under too much of a threat at the moment. But the Mox Amber for sure is like doing a lot for them. Ooh, and Adeline. Okay. Now I'm pretty afraid of what's to come. So take 3. Then I mean, like, hopefully they don't have a way of answering Shieldred, and we could take away the game in that sense. So yeah, maybe like a black-white aggro legend planned. Pretty interesting for sure. Glissa. Okay, I'll just run out Shieldred. Not going to be able to block anything, unfortunately, with the Gonjo in hand. But hopefully, just with the life gain, we could get back into the game. And then Glissa was a decent draw as well, being able to block anything quite nicely. But yeah, they could just attack with all. And then we're currently taking 8 damage down to 5. So do we want to block the Adeline? Make them use their Gonjo. We get to kill Adeline. Take 4. Then we just have a Glissa to kind of stabilize things. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about going down to 5. I think it's probably correct to just make the block here. Sucks if they have a second Adeline. That would probably be like the worst for us. Conjure costs nothing, yeah, sure. So I can have a second one here. Okay, nothing. Invoke Despair, not looking the best. Just play out Glissa. And hopefully we can stabilize here. I don't know if they play cards like Brutal Cathar. I'd imagine they just want like all legendary creatures, but I don't really know. Another Ashnod. Actually could be pretty good here. But they can't really attack. They need to find a 5th mana source to get value off of this. Ooh, okay, and we just draw Skoos. So I think I just play out Skoos now. It sucks that like our mana is oriented around casting Invoke Despair. But we can have 1 activation of Field of Ruin to... Oh no, we don't even play Forest though. Okay, so never mind. So can't really play around that, but I still like getting Skoos down this turn. It's not like Invoke Despair is game winning here by any means. Still like really sweet. Okay, so they have the... Oh, they don't go for it though. Interesting. Do they have another play? Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Not really sure what that could mean. But untapping here is really nice. Really honest, not bad either. Yeah, not terrible. Costs 4 mana. Oh, I guess we couldn't even have cast it to invoke last turn, my bad. Okay, so let's just go with Liliana. I think I'm just gonna... Well, it's actually pretty close, plus or minus. Like, I think I'm supposed to minus. Like, the Invoke Despair, like, just can be, like, really good. And minusing away their tokens does make it better. So I think I just don't mind keeping it in hand, and I feel like they don't really have too much of relevance in their hand at the moment, so plussing wouldn't be too attractive if they didn't make any plays last turn, right? Redane. Okay, so it's a flyer. Could get rid of Liliana for sure. Another Liliana, okay. So still can't cast the Invoke. I guess I just... Well, I guess now I can attack with... No. Death Touch. I was going to say attack with Glissa, but don't really want to be doing that. Yeah, I guess I just plus away the extra Liliana. Yeah. The flyer is definitely annoying, though. Mox Amber. Okay. So we'd like to find a removal spell. That's not an Invoke Despair. So they kill Liliana. Yep. So I'm not going to activate Screws now because they could just do Ashnod in response. I'll shock in this tomb but not play out Invoke Despair just because I still want to have multiple Screws activations. But perhaps next turn we'll be able to do that. Oh, what? So they're Esper. Were they just color screwed? Okay, now I'm confused. Oh, Rafine. Okay, so I guess they kind of were color screwed. Interesting. So that's actually really good for them. Man, these flying creatures are really problematic. Yeah, just need to draw removal. There goes another Ashnod, okay. I mean, like, on the bright side, we can now activate Screws. And possibly... Well, I guess they had the Mox Amber, so they were never really color screwed. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'll just take out this Loran. And one Ashnod. And just go like this. So I guess they just top decked their Rafine. I don't know why they wouldn't have played the Odoar out the turn prior. Oh, this is... Oh. If any color among legendary. Okay, I see. So now they still have the mana. Okay, gotcha. My bad. So that's pretty good. I think I have to start attacking here. Attack with... I guess the Glissa. And then I guess I will play out the second Scavenging Ooze. Man, this is so good. So they're doing it on itself. I really just like was not expecting this. discards Plaza of Heroes and Iganjo. Interesting, okay. So that's fine at the moment. Take 4. Man, the draw for Dane was like really good for them. Oh no, what the heck? Okay, whatever that is. Wow. Another Odawara. Okay, I guess yeah, I guess we're just dead here, jeez. Interesting deck, so Esper legendary creatures. I think we for sure start by cutting all Thought Seizes and likely just all the Invoked Despairs. We have Ritual of Soots, we have Collective Brutality. Also have extra Liliana if we need her. I think we have a pretty decent matchup against them, like Shieldred, Chariot, Glissa, Skoos, all seem really good. Then maybe bring in some number of Terra Sunder for the Mox Ambers. Slash just like being a catch-all removal spell. Yeah, I guess, yeah, there's really not much else that I would really want in this matchup. So I think this is fine. Okay, good hand. Opponent mulligans to 6. Definitely like having access to the Collective Brutality is pretty sweet. Ooh, Skrill is really good. I guess I don't really care about that right away. I think I'd rather just like get down this Scrap Gorger. Like if they get a creature down, I'm still gonna be targeting Skrill with the Brutality, so don't think I need to cast this right away. Okay. Chariot was actually really nice. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cast that. Turn 3 Chariot on the play. It's really good. And yeah, I think at this point we can kind of just like ignore what they're doing to a certain extent. That being said though, I probably will still cast Brutality on the Skrill next turn. Gains us a bit of life as well. If we want to like discard like this Ritual of Soot at the moment. Oh, there's a Rafine. Okay, that's pretty scary. So that honestly may mean I just want to Ritual of Soot next turn. So they connive to discard a Thalia and a Redain. Oh, I should not be auto-yielding. My bad. So I don't know why they attacked here, but I should have not been auto-yielding. My bad. Okay. I guess they just have another one in hand. They scry to the bottom. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, I think I just kind of want a Ritual of Soot. It's like a teeny bit awkward. Getting rid of my cat tokens. Do I really want to do this though? I'm not sure. Guess we could just start by attacking. And yeah. I don't know. Kind of seems not too necessary. As we just have like such good attackers. So maybe we just like play out Scoos. And then just like, yeah, I guess try to overwhelm them with Chariot. It's one of those games where Ritual of Soot is like not completely ideal, but still kind of like a necessary card to have in a matchup like this. But I think like if we're at a point where we're not wanting to cast Ritual of Soot against an aggro deck, we're still in good shape, so I don't mind it. Okay, so they just attack with that. Discards Thalia. Okay, I'll just take that. Scratch the top this time. And Everyday, okay. Sure. Okay. So now guess we just attack in. And then I guess I think I would, yeah, let's activate Scoos first. Becomes a 4/4 Crew Chariot. And then swing in. And then if they block one of the cat tokens, we could finish off with the Collective Brutality. Okay. So I like that block. So -2/-2, and then drain them. Go here, here. Sweet, okay. Pass turn. We're at 15. We could chump block this. What is it? Curdle? That's a nasty name. If we need to. But I think we're looking pretty decent. Oh, okay. They could kill Chariot though. Yep, make it unblockable. They're not attacking with Redain, which they should be, but they still drain us for 1. So I guess they scried this to the top last turn, now to the bottom. tireless tracker. Okay, so if we activate a hive, we attack in with all. They block Scoos, block Scrap Gorger, and then take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 damage, but they're at 2. Both their creatures are dead. They just have 4 power creatures. I think I probably like that. Yeah. If they don't block Scoos, if they like eat 2 cat tokens, then they take lethal. Okay, so let's just go with that. Okay, so for this block, they go down to 1. Yeah, and then they can attack us for 6, but we're still alive. Put us down to 5, or put us down to 4 life. I think we should still be fine though. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Didn't see too many other cards. I think we just want to run it back. Collective Brutality there was really sweet. I think like the only card that I wouldn't really want too much is the Tracker, or perhaps the second Tire Sunder. But I think we should be fine. Yeah, maybe even want like 1 Invoke, but I think I'm alright without it. Not the best hand here. Yeah, I kind of have been not having the best hands. Mulligans to 6 quite a bit this league, but that's okay. This would be really good if I had like 2 extra lands, but they mulligan as well. Okay. Make it even. Well, gonna have to mulligan this one as well, it seems. Okay, I'll keep that, put back Tracker. And honestly, maybe just Fatal Push. We're on the draw. I think I have to get a little greedy. Yeah. So I'll put back a land. How about that? So we still have some insurance against early creatures. We still have Bankbuster to try to get us out of the mulligan, and then Ritual of Soot to kind of clean things up. Slash also, you know, keep up with our mulligan to 5. Still nothing though. Interesting. Okay. So perhaps opponent doesn't have the most ideal hand, but definitely is fine by me. Adeline, okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Fatal Push. It's a little awkward. I guess we just activate Bankbuster right now. No other 1-drops in the deck, so it doesn't make too much sense to do that. May just Ritual of Sit next turn, depending on what they play. Okay, just nothing though. I wonder what they could have. Are they just like they keep a handful of lands? Well, that was a good draw. Okay, so now I'll just pass. Mox Amber. Oops, sorry if you heard that. I don't think we care about this too much. If we decay now to leave them off of 5 mana, then plays around, or doesn't play well against the second Adeline, but I think, yeah, like, I don't really care too much if they have 5 mana or not. And then now I will decay this. If they have a second one, then, you know, that's fine. Four cards in hand though. Shieldred. Wow. Okay, I guess that is a good legend to have. I will Bankbuster draw. I currently don't have a way of dealing with that though. And they shock in God's Shrine. Leaving up 2 mana for, what does that mean? I have no idea what that means. So I guess we go to our upkeep. We draw with Bankbuster, get treasury token, then push. Yeah. It's a little awkward, but I think Shieldred is scary enough that we want to go down that route. And I'm going to be pushing it anyway, so I'm just going to do it now. If they have a second Shieldred, then really sucks, but I don't think they do. Okay, sweet. Very nice. Ooh, Glisso's not bad either. Glissa, yeah. I think that should be alright. Could have gotten Scoos down to gain some life, but I think I actually want to be aggressive at the moment. Firework, okay, sure. I guess another game where Rituals is not completely ideal, but again, they're not worried like too much. Skrelv probably is gonna get pushed. Decay was not bad of a draw. I suppose we could start by attacking. Okay, then I don't think I need to push right away, so I'll just wait. Okay, another power word kill, sure. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Based on them not really doing too much in the early turns. They just had removal in hand when we were kind of stumbling, trying to get a foundation made. But yeah, I think it just push this, like it's going to be annoying down the line, so I don't mind getting it out of the way at the moment. Then we're pretty insured against like an Adeline or a Raffine. Lorraine's pretty good though. Yeah, that may actually take the decay. I definitely don't want them to be drawing extra cards, even though it means we get to do the same, but Brutality was actually nice. So yeah, I think I'll just kill that. I suppose I should have actually kept up my Castle Octomane. Yeah, that was a minor misplay. I'm not sure if I would have activated it for 3 life. I'm definitely just gonna be blocking here. Or not definitely, but I'm fine with blocking here. Nothing, okay. Tomb, so I won't activate Castle right away. I'll do it on their end step. Still leave up Decay. But I think now is gonna be the time for Castle. Okay, so that's going to be taking the Abrupt Decay. But I think I'm just going to activate Castle first. Okay. Oh, I guess I had enough mana to do that both. Okay, my bad. Could have had one more life here. I thought I had one short. Oh, I thought I was 1 short of mana. Okay, now Liliana plus Glycia should take away the game here. Discard that ritual, that was doing nothing. They had a land in hand. And yeah, play out Glycia. Very nice. Noxious Grasp, alright. Kind of keeps them in it for sure. Tower Sunder, I guess I like activate Castle here. Then ooh, okay. Discard Terra Sunder. I was looking for maybe like drawing into a land to plus away. Keep Terra Sunder for a creature they may have, but Sheoldred should now just make things even easier. Now, if they have anything, we could edict it. Yeah, Refuge's gonna be edicted away. Scoos was a nice draw as well. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Straightforward BGX mid-range game plan. Always feels really good, for sure. Should probably take the concession now, or we could play it out, I guess. Okay, Redain is fine. Definitely a really cool deck from the opponent. Definitely seems to be surprisingly powerful, right? Seems like the power word kills are like sideboard cards that they brought in against us, which I suppose like worked out pretty well this game for us. And then yeah, it should be lethal. We have 2 Scoos activations, and yeah, get the 3-2 there. Feels pretty decent. And yeah, see you guys for the wrap up. Okay, so post league we got the 3-2 this one. We started 0-2 and then got the redeeming 3 matches thereafter, which felt quite nice. Lost against the Niv Bring to Light deck, which like I said, like I am definitely comfortable against the regular Bring to Light deck without Niv-Mizzet that's been going around, more focused on Omnath and Valky, compared to the deck that actually plays Niv-Mizzet. It's a bit more challenging for us. However, it was a very close match. You know, if they didn't have that top deck Bring to Light in game 2, then we would have gotten that match, so that's alright. Lost against Mono Black Midrange, which again seems to be a pretty good matchup for us. I don't think I've lost against that deck previously, so I'm not too worried about that. We have Invoke Despair, Chariot, Glissa, Liliana, all really good cards against them, so I don't think we need to make any changes for that. And then, yeah, one against Dimir Control, that Esper Legends deck, and then Creativity, which feels great as well. So played against what, like, I guess like 2 kind of off meta decks with the Esper Legends and the Dimir Control, but Dimir Control, you know, kind of still more in the meta, and then the Esper Legends, still a very powerful deck. Definitely almost got by it, so feels good to get that win. And yeah, like I said, get the redeeming 3-2 after going 0-2 in the first 2 matches, so that feels very nice. Again, the deck feels really good, very functional. I like the removal suite. I still like the Bank Buster coming back from what I said in the deck. I think Bank Buster is still decent. Again, the tracker is not too powerful. Unfortunately, not like the most powerful card. I don't think we saw it against the mid-range matchup, and I haven't really been seeing it elsewhere, honestly. I guess we saw it against Bring to Light, and it was pretty decent there. So yeah, I guess, you know, I'll still probably keep her in for future matches just to get some more data on her, because, you know, come on, it's Tireless Tracker, how could you not play her? So we'll still keep her in. I mentioned having the 4th Liliana possibly in the deck. I think I still like 3 and 1 split in the side. I think that makes sense. You know, she does have her positions where she's not too ideal, so I still think 3 is probably correct. I don't think she's good enough to have the 4th one. But, you know, you could make the argument that just being able to plus away the extra copies isn't that bad either, so honestly at this point probably wouldn't disregard anybody who plays 4, which is really sweet, right? I went from like not liking this card in Pioneer to actually quite liking it a bit more in this meta, which is very nice. Other than that, I think I like the removal suite. Still think Go for the Throat is nice. I loved Assassin's Trophy this league, although had like maybe one instance where it wasn't too ideal, but getting rid of that Shark Typhoon hard cast against the Dimir control deck was very, very crucial. So definitely love just having access to Trophy. Same thing with Decay. Very powerful card. In a deck that it's more difficult to get Revolt off Fatal Push, I think Decay is a nice compensation for that. And yeah, Scrap Grocer's Goose, still a very, very nice. Gliss is still awesome, and then of course our top end is still good. Invokes, you know, we kind of saw the perhaps bad side of Invoke this league, but still, of course, don't mind having it around, and definitely kind of boosts the deck, kind of gives it an edge that it elsewise wouldn't really be able to have in the BGX colors at the moment. And I definitely like having like these 9 cards as just like ultimate powerhouses that we could kind of lean on, and then elsewhere or otherwise kind of have just a value regular quote-unquote BGX plan. So yeah, I've been loving the deck. Let me know your thoughts down below. Of course, consider subscribing if you want to see more of this type of content. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thank you.